Hey guys, so I'm on my way to the train station. I'm going to London today for my intuitive healing. I'm really excited and going to catch up with some friends as well. So I thought it'd be good to take you guys with me, show you a little bit more about what's that about. So yeah, thank God Dad is dropping me to the train station today because time was not on my side as usual. I think every vlog I do I'm always running late, so I think this is something I need to actually work on. So yeah, I will see you guys soon. On my way, about 2 stops away from where I need to get off, so I'm still excited, still looking forward to it, and yeah, so it wasn't a bad journey to be fair, pretty straightforward, and the continent's all the time, so it's something new. Funny though, it'll be the second time I'll be in London this week, so I need to come back on Wednesday and for something with the BBC, but I'll tell you more about that later. Alright, see you soon. I love cashew nuts though.
Really? Yeah. You enjoy the club.
Like it's all I eat, literally.
Pendulum is a guide. It's not giving us any answers. It is just an information indicator. Okay? We're going to be looking at several charts. The first chart we'll be looking at is the social condition chart. But as we know in everything, it's all about finding out how to move forward. The issues, imbalances, we're going to look at all kinds of things around healing and well-being. And we are going to be starting first of all asking you some general questions. How are your energy levels, would you say?
Good in the morning, but then I think I get tired easily.
Okay, you get tired easily.
Yeah.
Okay. What about in terms of your sleep? Are you sleeping okay?
Yeah, I sleep well.
Okay, what about in terms of your appetite? Your appetite is good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always eating.
Okay, good. We're getting thyroid needing attention. Okay. Is there anything else that the body requires as Remani? Nothing else. So we're getting a clear run on that. So we're going now to find out more a bit about yourself in terms of what exactly is lacking. So we're going to look at immune system.
Hey guys, so we just finished
a wonderful session with the amazing Remani. She's done a mind, body and spirit examination. I call it inner diagnostics, working with energy, working with intuitive healing, but also, in the most important thing, listening to your body. Your body has answers to everything. You're a spiritual being having a human experience, and today what we've been able to achieve is what we call inner work based on one thing. Your body speaks a language like no other. When you start to listen to your body can allow you to get answers and solutions that can help you to elevate and expand and empower yourself. Thank you so much. All the best, and all the best to you.
Thank you. Absolutely an amazing session, guys. I don't know how long the session's supposed to be, but I got here at 2 and it's now like 4:45. I just learned so much, and I'm just so grateful that I just came in touch with someone like Stephen, and that he really took the time to explain things and just really enlightened me in all areas. Like, guys, some of the stuff I've been told today is mind-blowing, and some of it was even confirmation of things that I bought, even like house remedies, not knowing why I bought them, and then realizing that actually they've come up for something that I needed to kind of heal myself for a particular area. So guys, you know how I feel about this stuff. I'm just like, anybody who wants to do some inner work or wants to get to know themselves better, or they have some sort of ailment, even like, you know, what kind of things are holding you back, limiting beliefs, things with your kind of body,
chakra healing,
chakra,
immune system repair and regeneration. We also look at things around the energy of really looking at lymphatic system, your respiratory system, your digestive system. We'll look
Everything.
at emotional patterns, emotional blocks.
Yes.
And we also look at limiting beliefs, what came up for you. The same thing came up all the time.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention it, but
yeah.
anyway, whatever came up was so evident for you, and even in the last thing we did for you, it came up again.
Exactly.
Okay, so it shows us a pattern inside of Remy that she needs to clear, and once she's cleared that, because we live in a universe of energy, the entire universe is made of energy, and the universe works as a mirror of your consciousness. So the consciousness Remy is carrying is actually being reflected back to her through her daily experience. Now she'll find that she's getting issues of this particular issue that we found out in so many cases repeating, because 95% of our life is lived from the subconscious. When we understand the inner workings of the subconscious, we get to understand that the body itself can actually learn. You can learn to actually work with the inner terrain of the body in such a way that you actually start to actually listen to the body, but also let the body speak to you.
Yes.
And the body's message is always one thing: it seeks balance, it seeks a way forward, it wants solutions, it wants you to be in a space where you're getting clarity, you're moving forward, you're elevating in your path of awareness and consciousness, you're impacting on your life the way the creator designed you to work, so that you can tune into who you are, tap into your powers, Remy, and also tune into who you really are, because every moment you're realizing that the goddess is awakening, and if the goddess is truly to be awakened and fully enlivened, the goddess needs what they call the right foundation in order to function in harmony with nature. And if the foundation is strong, the ground is strong, she's anchored in who she is, then you can find that the lotus flower will start to emerge, and then you'll find that you are actually rising in consciousness, rising in vibration, rising in awareness, but also most importantly rising in your impact of the world that you live in.
I love that.
Okay? You've been given so many gifts and so many talents, and the more you tap into who you really are, the more you realize that you're switching on what we call the inner workings of a multidimensional self that is beyond your comprehension and beyond your understanding.
As you can see why I had to see this guy. I had to. So anyone who wants to know, I'll leave the details in my description box below. Hey, Ssali for my city.
African boy, me rep my thing. Become clean like me coming on me video. Me come through like a soldier. She give me things and she pleasing my rosa. She got the keys to my Porsche and my Rover. We in Miami living la vida
loca. Hey. So guys, I wanted to tell you about how I found it. Like, I don't know if I have words. Like, it was just amazing, like amazing. The level of information was ridiculous. It was actually ridiculous, the level of information I've got about myself, about my body, spiritually even. Like, it was just amazing, and it's just so cool. I know that's probably not the best word, how he manages to do it using the crystal pendulum and obviously your own energy. So it's literally just a way that he interprets what your subconscious is telling you, or your body, and just so precise. So like, I'll tell you a few things that came up for me. So he does like a basic nutrition, body, but obviously it's holistic, so it'll go into like spirituality, it'll go into emotional needs and things like that. So I had like a percentages thing that he did. So like, literally he asks what is Remy's health in terms of her like emotional health, and it'll give you a percentage, and it'll be like your hormonal health, immune health, thyroid, colon, lymphatic, mental health, digestive, spiritual health, pancreas, heart, liver. Like, he literally just goes through, and then it you'll see it in the footage, but anyway, it moves, and then it will then tell you what level you're on a spectrum of 0 to 100%. Obviously 100% is optimal, and that's kind of where you want to get to, but anything close to that's good. And he kind of said anything 50%, anything like less than 70 is kind of like area you need to look at. And he also asks like which part, so he'll say like Remani's higher self, which part shall we look at first, and it will literally be on a like a map, and it will say, okay, let's look at immune health, and it will literally just start its own thing. So it's not even like you can really come with your own agenda completely, and I think that's quite cool, because I think sometimes there's things wrong with us that we actually don't know is wrong with us, and we're just getting symptoms, we don't know where the causes are, whatever. So it's quite nice to have your body just take over and say, yeah, look, we need to look at this, we need to look at this. One big one for me was my immune system. It's not the best. I always get a lot of colds, even though I eat really healthily, and like bugs and stuff easier. I just remember like about 2 years ago when I was working in finance, I literally had about 11 colds that year, and like colds that were like bed bound, can't breathe, throat's hurting, head's hurting colds. And it was to the point where my attendance at work was being like really affected, because I was like, look, you're just missing way too many days due to illness. And I'm there like, I genuinely am getting these flu-like colds that knock me out for like 3 days. I also think that has a lot to do with doing work that you don't like, and that's not fulfilling. I'm not going to discount that as a big factor, but it was just like my immune system was just weak, even though I eat really well. So that came up, and then what is so clever about it is it has solutions. So there's like a solutions map, and it says like, okay, so what does Remani need to take for her immune system, and then it will start swinging. And then for me, it came up a few things that I needed to take. I wrote it all down, guys. Look, like this huge sheet, like 5 sides of A4. So immune system was iodine and beta carotene, which is a form of vitamin A. So it was just, you know, those kind of things. And then he tells you like good brands to go to and buy from. So it's not like he's telling you, oh yeah, now buy my thing. Like, it really was just genuine in terms of like what your body needs. I feel a lot of nausea sometimes, and I'm not sure why. I thought because I was eating certain things with dairy. I'm lactose intolerant, for anyone who doesn't know, and I get a bit naughty sometimes and still have like the odd chocolate. Chocolate's been quite hard to leave alone, and so I used to feel ill. I used to think, oh, it's probably because I've had some dairy today, but then there would be days when I haven't had dairy and I'm still feeling ill. So he looked at that, and he actually said it was toxicity, and it says amalgam. It's called amalgam toxicity, which basically means anything from fillings. Obviously there's small traces of mercury in fillings, and he's saying that basically these two, I have a really big one like there, and it was like, this is the cause of your nausea. And then he referred me to a great dentist, a mercury-free dentist in London, who actually does a safe removal of mercury containing fillings and replaces them with a white and mercury-free alternative. So I was like, wow, like I generally get nausea like every day, and if that is the case and I go and take them out and that stops that, like literally such a huge like health concern for me, he's like solved, because I wouldn't have put it down to that. And I know about, you know, not having those kind of fillings. And what's really annoying was I thought that these were mercury-free fillings, because when I went to my dentist when I was in uni, I specified that I did not want anything with, I always go for white fillings and just pay the extra. So I was disappointed to hear that actually there weren't, and like literally this is why I'm feeling sick how many years later. So yeah. Okay guys, I'm back. So it was like, write down 10 questions. So there were like a book of questions that you could pick from, or you could think of your own. So some of my questions was like, which professional area suits me well? And the first thing that came up with was advertising. And it just made me smile, because when I was a bit younger, I thought I would be really good at advertising. Like, I have a very creative mind. I like creating new content, and I used to have a thing about adverts, especially like car ones, or like Lloyd's TSB, I never forget, with like the black horse. Like I used to really have a thing about really good adverts and think, yeah, that's a good advert, that really gets that project across. And then I asked, the best way for me to relax is, and it was walking in the garden. What materials in my immediate surroundings have a positive effect on me? And it was glass. What indoor plants have a positive effect on me? Palm. And then there was other questions like what form of meditation suits me best? What colours influence me in a positive way? Where do I gain inspiration from? Like, just lovely, really personal questions that maybe would have taken you some time to try and discover, you know, by trial and error. But it's nice to have either someone tell you what your kind of will have a positive effect on you, or confirm what you already know about yourself. And it's nice to be like, yeah, you know what, I know that, or that's so crazy, I had that thought the other day. And it's literally like, it happens because, you know, as he said, your body is telling you things all the time. but we just don't listen, or we think it's a silly little voice. We're not even sure like where that idea or thought came from. And you know, it's actually our highest self trying to give us clues and tell us, you know, what to do to help ourselves. So guys, absolutely amazing. As I said, based in London. It's normally an hour consultation. Obviously mine was longer because I'm very chatty and I was filming and I just really like love this kind of stuff. It cost £60 for the consultation and it was amazing. Anyone who's on their kind of like personal development or self-love journey, it is really a process of self-discovery, and it's so helpful when you meet people that help you have realizations about yourself and find out more about you on a deeper level. So you can do the inner work. It's just like, wow, in an hour you just told me so much, especially like even just health wise, that will be really good for me, and means that, you know, 10 years 20 years down the line I can negate having like some serious health issues because I addressed it now. And some of these things are like can run in your family. It's not even something like you're causing like in this present time, but these things you're predisposed to and you don't know, and so you don't really have the opportunity to tailor your diet or do different things to really help and nurture yourself and make sure your health is a priority. So yeah, it was like absolutely amazing, guys. I can't like, I've got no words. Like, I've literally got no words. And you know, if you are someone who's interested in this kind of thing, then I would definitely 1,000,000 kajillion% recommend that you go see this person. You can do it over the phone as well. So if you're not local to London, you can do it over the phone. It's no difference. I'm just more hands-on, and I just wanted that like physical experience. So yeah, guys, that's it.